Everyone, welcome to a tour and indeed review of the Dusit Thani located in downtown Dubai. The hotel was constructed back in 2001 and was one of the original 5-star hotels in Dubai's downtown. In terms of location, this is right on Sheikh Zayed Road, around a 10 or 15 minute walk from the downtown, around a 10 or so minute cab from the airport, and nicely nestled on Dubai's main metro line as well. As you arrive into the hotel, you're met with a light and airy reception area. The Thai theming really was fantastic. Upon arrival, I was pretty early. On that particular day, the staff greeted me with a nice ginger style of drink, which went down very well whilst I waited for my room. And it wasn't long at all before it was time to head up in the elevators to the levels of the rooms. Now, I mentioned the room levels as this hotel has a fairly unique layout. The rooms start on the 26th floor with a lovely atrium ascending from the bulk of the hotel's restaurants located on the 25th floor. One advantage, as you'll see in just a moment as we access the rooms, is the fantastic views that you get out. So without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at the rooms. Overall, the room was incredibly spacious, boasting some really nice storage areas. Let's kick things off with a look at the bathroom. Again, this was really quite nice and spacious. I was a big fan of the separate bathtub from the separated walk-in shower. Yes, the marble was certainly starting to show its age. The general design, look and feel of the bathroom certainly reflected the age of the hotel. That said, everything worked really quite nicely, and I loved the fact that from the bathtub, and for that matter anywhere in the bathroom, you could also enjoy those views out of the room. They're a little bit creative with where some of the storage was within the bathroom. The actual main amenities are back towards the door, so don't forget those if indeed you are staying at the hotel. I've already made a brief nod to the storage within the room, so let's take a moment to check that out. Certainly when it comes to 5-star hotels, I really do think that this is a really important aspect. On this particular occasion, storage was absolutely palatial and extended really quite high up into the level of the ceiling as well. Those bottles of water just there were complimentary. That was certainly a nice touch to have those in the glass bottles, and that then led into the rest of the room. At the foot of the bed, you'll then find a flat screen television. There was then also a work desk and separate lounge area towards the far side of the room. Given the room size, it really made possible to engage in such design aspects such as having the small lounge area. I think having this really did facilitate that greater feeling of space as well. For sure, one of the big benefits of this room, particularly as it was on this side of the hotel, were the wonderful views out. That's all the way out towards Dubai Creek Harbour in the background just there, and then up towards the right hand side, of course, the piece de resistance of this particular view. It was that full-on view of the fantastic Burj Khalifa. We will check that out a little bit later come the sunset. Whilst the hotel is undeniably a slightly older generation of hotel within Dubai, it was great to see those charge sockets next to the bed. That's also important in today's day and age. There was then also a variety of different lamps and lighting options available within the room. I think what made this hotel as good as it was, honestly, was the performance of the staff. Every single one of them was absolutely fantastic throughout the stay, and whilst the service culture is very good across hotels in the Gulf, at the Dusit Thani, everything was extra good, and I really would call out the staff as part of this review. They were fantastic. So without further ado, let's jump back in the elevator and check out some of the leisure facilities at the hotel. On the very top floor, pool deck as they called it, you will then find the hotel's gym and also swimming areas. When it came to the pool, this was a really nice area. It made the absolute most of those views. The beds were incredibly comfortable, and yes, that is indeed a hot jacuzzi just off to the side. As part of the swimming areas, there was then also a pool menu where you could get a selection of beverages and also snacks to enjoy around the pool itself. As mentioned, this level also boasted the hotel's gym facilities, again making the absolute most of those views. In terms of the gym, this certainly wasn't the largest that I've experienced at hotels across Dubai. That said, it had a decent variety of different machinery and certainly provided a good space for a couple of workouts during my stay. To recover all of those calories that you've burned in the gym, you were certainly spoilt for choices at the Dusit Thani. As mentioned, the bulk of the restaurants are on the 25th floor. I actually spent a lot of time in one of the lobby restaurants. This was called Jones the Grocer. It served up a really good variety of different breakfast and drink items. The food here was really fresh. It had that bakery style of vibe to it. And if you are staying at the hotel, or for that matter, even close by, this is a place I would definitely check out. The good service continued well into the stay with a small fruit platter provided complimentary within the room. I did promise you those fantastic sunset views, and here's a little taster of some of the views back towards the Burj Khalifa a little bit later on. My dining experiences at the hotel then also extended into room service. Now, as part of the room service menus, yes, you can order from a very generic style of menu, as you'd expect from any hotel of its type across the city. But what makes the Dusit Thani quite unique is that you can order specifically from any of the hotel's main named restaurants. The hotel boasts a really interesting range of both Eastern and Western choices. This gave for an absolutely huge degree of choices on that particular evening, and certainly made choosing something quite difficult. I actually went for something from Magira, as I really fancied some sushi on that particular evening, but you will never be lost for choice at this particular hotel. It was really nice to be able to order from absolutely anywhere. Overall, at the right price point, this is certainly a hotel I'd return to. If you are planning an upcoming trip to Dubai and are looking for a 5-star option across the city, but perhaps somewhere a little bit more modern, check out my video in the bottom left just now of the Taj Dubai, which has been recently finished in the Uptown area. Otherwise, very much looking forward to welcoming you to a video very soon.